what happens to a hypothesis after it's a hypothesis? Because guess what? A hypothesis can't stay a hypothesis. Okay, because eventually you're going to find out whether that's the thing or not. Okay, so you might just throw it out as complete bunk. Okay, and guess what? Most hypotheses, that's what happens. Okay, and here's the thing about it, that's okay. Okay, this is going to hurt some of you. It's okay to be wrong. Okay, it's fine if your hypothesis is wrong, because guess what? You still learned something. What did you learn? You learned what it's not, right? And that's valuable, right? You learned what's not the answer to this thing, this problem. So, a lot of hypotheses, you throw them out. They're wrong. Okay, and you still learn from that, and it's fine, right? A couple other options. Hypotheses can become either theories or they can become laws. All right, well, what's the difference between those things? All right, so theories, an observation, we've already talked about observations as an act or an instance of viewing or noting a fact. Okay, so it's one time I saw this thing happen, this is what happened. Okay, is it going to be the same way next time? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Okay, but one time this thing happened. All right, this piece of paper is a rectangle. It is right now, right? Okay. Is it still a rectangle? No. Okay, it's not, right? So that was an observation that it was a rectangle. There's nothing saying that it's going to be a rectangle next time you see it. Okay, it's a one-time deal. Okay, it's not necessarily going to be true every time. Now, a scientific theory. A scientific theory is a well-tested explanation for a set of observations. Okay, you see this thing happening over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's probably what's going to happen next time. Okay, it's an explanation for a set of observations. It is not what you think is going to happen. That is a hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis. Again, a lot of times, Christians are especially guilty of this. A lot of times we think theory, oh, well, it could change, so it's not really very accurate. It's been shown really, really frequently that this is the thing. Okay, it is well tested. Okay, now it doesn't mean that theories can't change. Theories can change as more knowledge is gained and things like that. They can. All right, but it's not just something that some guy thinks is happening. Okay. It's an interpretation of many observations, again, over and over and over again. Okay. Another important thing, it's an explanation of why or how something works. Okay. The other thing is a natural law. Okay. A natural law is a statement of what seems to happen every single time without fail. Okay. So every time I drop this pen, what's going to happen? Well, that time it fell. That time it fell. Oh, and now it fell on the floor, so I'm not going to show you again. But it's a statement of what seems to happen every single time. Okay. Now, so when I drop that pen, it goes down, right? Did I tell you why? Nope. That's not what a law does. A law just tells you what happens every single time. Okay? It does not attempt to explain why, how, any of that sort of thing. Okay, so you're familiar with this first little bit in our cycle here with the we've talked about the observation, hypothesis, prediction, and how that kind of goes around in a circle and around and around and around and around. And so you test it and test it and test it and test it and get more observations to either support or reject your hypothesis, and it goes around and around and around and around until you have this great big body of observations, evidence. Okay, now then what happens is you can either, again, reject your hypothesis, or that hypothesis might become a theory, or it might become a law. Now notice something here. There's no link between theory and law. Okay? A theory is not a cute little itty bitty baby law. Okay? A theory will never become a law. They are fundamentally different things. Okay? Now, a law is just a statement of what we see happen every single time. Okay? A theory, however, you can use that theory to make more predictions, hypotheses, and then you can form more experiments. And so you can further support that theory, or again, you might have to tweak some things. Okay? And that's okay. All right? So, what are some differences between theories and laws? Okay? First, important. Theories are used to explain laws. Okay? Again, I drop this thing, it's going to go down, right? Why? Why does that happen? The why part of it is a theory. Okay? The law just says what's going to happen. Okay? Two masses are going to attract one another. All right? Now, there's countless theories about explaining this law of gravity. Okay? And we still don't actually have a firm grip on what causes two masses to attract each other. We don't have evidence of what causes it. Now, there's different competing theories, and some people subscribe to one, some people subscribe to the other, and there's evidence for both of them, but there's no clear-cut explanation yet. So there's a lot of theories. Theories can compete. Okay? A law simply says, this is what happens. This is it. That's the thing right there. That's what happens. Okay? It doesn't say why. It doesn't say how. There's really no arguing a law, because when I drop this, it's going to go down as long as we're standing on the earth. Okay? If I take two masses and bring them close, they're going to attract one another. Okay? Period. The end. Forever. Okay? Another one. Theories are completely man-made constructions. Okay? It's a man-made construction that's trying to explain something that we see in nature, something that God has set. God has made two masses to attract. Why? That's the way God has created us. God has created us to want to know why. Okay? And so we create theories and we test them to try to find out why. Okay? Natural laws are created by God. Though these are those things that God has set that allow creation to function. Okay? We don't know how he did it, why he did it. Well, we know why he did it. He did it for our good. He did it so that creation would function. But we don't know how. And so that's what theories are trying to do. But laws are completely God created. Okay? We just figure out what they are. We just figure out what thing did he set in place that makes nature function. All right? So those are some differences between theories and laws. So now we've got four things. We've got observations, hypotheses, theories, and laws. Okay, observation, one time and it's over. Theory, or excuse me, hypothesis is a prediction of what's going to happen. Something has to happen to that hypothesis. It can't stay a hypothesis. Okay? You're either going to throw it out, or it's going to become a theory, or it's going to become a law. Theories and laws, two fundamentally different things. One cannot become the other. So that's some different ways that you can view things. All right? And we will get some practice determining whether something is a hypothesis, theory, law, observation, whatever. So stay tuned.